Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. The little wheel run by faith, and the big wheel run by the grace of God. A wheel in a wheel way in the middle of the air. Some folks go for to sing and shout way in the middle of the air. Before it's done, they've all turned out way in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the wheel way in the middle of the air. I'm at church right now. I go to church on Sabbath, the Holy Sabbath Day, the commemorated day of Sabbath. Is said to be Saturday. Sometimes you can get that on the internet, what that means. But when you want to know what the reference is, it's in the Bible. In Genesis, when God created the heavens and the earth, he rested on the Sabbath day, and therefore he blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it, the seventh day of the week. Some people try to say that somehow or another changed. There have been church councils that have advised people to go to church on Sunday, the day that Christians gathered and fellowshipped in their houses when they were sent from the synagogues and the congregations who would not accept Christians. There's no real big mix-up in heaven about what day it is, the seventh day of the week, that we should worship God. We should fellowship. A matter of faith is about worship. Come in to worship God and to fellowship with those who believe in God. I don't think it's a social club. I'm not really there for social reasons. I would like to engage at some point where I know that people care for me beyond just sitting in the pew. I don't really find that there's any place I can go, any fellowship or group of people who represent going beyond you're going to come in and talk and enjoy or party or be with. And when you leave, you're really an individual by yourself. You come in faith, you leave in faith. And that is the point. You come to worship God, you get filled with that of which that speaks of, and then you go on your several ways and engage in some other part of your day with the Lord. Always take the Lord with you. Take the name of Jesus with you. And don't forget to read your Bible. Give me the Bible, star of message signing. Thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law of love combining. These are precepts that we learn. We learn from songs. We learn from the Bible. We learn from fellowship. Try to engage with God on those things. Engage with God on prayer. Be earnest about what you do. Be earnest about the people you see. If they're not representing and they're not manifesting the things that they say that they're about, they're really about engaging for some other reason, then you have reason to look someplace else and go some other fellowship, some other group who is doing what God would have you to do. Don't forget, there are people in your neighborhood today who might need your help. There's someone in a desperate, slovenly state who might appreciate a clean set of clothes. And if they're willing to accept them from you, give them to them. And for the meal, the blessing of the meal for a person who is poor and has an ability to get is simply that they know that they've made a point of contact with someone who loves the Lord. Therefore, the prayers that they have said are not in vain. They're praying for a meal or a contact, and you have helped them by doing that. Don't forget, your mission to the Lord is to help others. Your mission to the Lord is to read your Bible. Your mission to the Lord is to pray. Your mission to the Lord is to be good and be blessed because God sent Jesus. I hope that you will accept these as words of admonishment, words of edifying, in our times, we really need this. We really need to be edified. We really need to learn how to conduct our lives that is in harmony with what we've been taught in the scriptures and by fellowship with others who believe in God. My name is Bishop Claudia Ann Humphrey.